Kicker Dustin Hopkins set to get this one going. And off we go from Nashville. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good. As he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Tannehill. Going for the deep ball. And got his man complete. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play that time for the Titans. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And we knew that they tried to attack the secondary, but I'm not sure that we thought they'd do it right on the first drive of the game. But here they saw an opportunity, seized it, and it's a big play right off the bat.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Tannehill now to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And the Titans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Not me to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. He'll get it up the middle, and he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. So it was the passing game that got him down here. The closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. 5 plays there on that drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. this one away after the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Let's go, baby.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw a football. That's something I could do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when there are bodies on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
Herbert on first down now. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Eckler. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Herbert now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Second and 4. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Caught by Allen. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Titans' 27-yard line.
2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Taking down at the 11-yard line.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
First down, Chargers.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down and 4, Tannehill. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. He's got his tight end over the middle. That's Ferkser.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on, catching the ball and not much run after the catch. On 2nd down, here's Henry.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. From the 50, it's Tannehill. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Eckler. And some room to work. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 66 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
First down, Chargers.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To the air again, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and 3. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Flush to his right. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there, and the Chargers have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Rodgers on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On first down, Tannehill. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He gets this one to Johnson. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. And this defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. Back to throw, Tannehill. Room to run past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Throwing again is Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
The Charger drive about to get going. A final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And incomplete on the deep ball. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Chargers in that first half. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. And meanwhile, for the Titans, they too found some success throwing the football. But I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert, he's got Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A handoff, it's Eckler, and he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 41, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Eckler, they run left side. 78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll try the air now with Herbert, and that is incomplete. Intended receiver there was Donald Parham, and it's 3rd and short.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. First down, and they stick with Eckler. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's caught right side by Palmer.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And to the right side here, it's Allen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 14-yard line.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Third and 2, Herbert. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Danico Autry in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. Rodgers on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the 3rd. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On first down, it's Tannehill. He dumps it off for Henry. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd and 10. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's got the tight end Ferkser right side complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
49.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Tannehill now to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
A 1st down carry for Henry. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Quick completion here to Johnson. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
From the 3rd team now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Henry stays on his feet, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
And the final number here in terms of top speed, I mean, that almost looks like a misprint. He was just absolutely flying. Unbelievable. Henry will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast, where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10 and taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry.
Well, when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
On the option, here's Eckler.
And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's Ty Long now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. A nice little juke. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And it'll be Titan football. So now Tannehill and the Titans down 17-14. 1:44 to go. Now they need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing Tannehill. And that's incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here's Tannehill.
He's got Ferkser. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Now Tannehill. He's got Henry.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Tannehill to throw.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Chester Rogers that time. That'll bring up second down.
Tannehill.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Tannehill. And that is incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. He sets to fire deep, and that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this defense will take over right at midfield.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it, but 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. You know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.